Hello everyone and welcome to this house. Today we are in London looking at what could be your new home or investment property. This is an incredibly rare opportunity to own a piece of history and live in one of the most iconic buildings in London. So this building was originally built between 1876 and 1890 and designed by architect William Willett. The idea behind it was to build a block of flats that would become the first purpose-built student halls of residence in the UK. And it took 2 years to complete and cost over £12 million in today's money. It comprises 463 rooms across 22 floors, including single rooms, double rooms, and a handful of flats, like this one here. If you lived here, you wouldn't be able to hear any of the hustle and bustle outside. Now, this is also reflected in the price tag, but more on that later. So let's go and take a look around. It comes fully integrated with a dishwasher, oven, hob, fridge, freezer, and a wine cooler. As well as this, there is this feature fireplace, which gives the room a nice homely feel. And if we turn our attention to the ceiling, you'll notice these beautiful cornices and center roses. They're not the original ones, but they do a good job of tying everything together. It has a white 3-piece suite and these incredible tiled floors. There is also space for a dining table and chairs if you wanted to use this as a kitchen diner. It would be perfect for entertaining guests or just enjoying a meal with family. It's the perfect place to sit out and enjoy the sun after a long day. This room also has these beautiful doors leading out onto the balcony. It's a great size and has plenty of space for both a seating and dining area. It also has this beautiful bay window which lets in lots of natural light. But if we now turn our attention to the ceiling, you'll notice these incredible hand-painted designs when the hall was refurbished in the 1980s. Every room had the ceilings painted to represent the original design, and this is a fantastic example of that. It's south-facing, so you will get sun throughout the afternoon and evening, perfect for sitting out and enjoying the sun after a long day. The property has been beautifully presented throughout and offers spacious accommodation measuring just under 1,000 square feet. The apartment comprises a large reception room with dining area, separate kitchen, 2 double bedrooms, and 2 bathrooms. The property further benefits from a private balcony with views over Hyde Park, secure entry phone and lift access. The Royal Hospital Road is ideally located for access to the many shops, restaurants, and amenities in the surrounding areas. Transport links include Queensway and High Street, Kensington, but as you can see, it does already have a separate dining room just down the hall. So this is the master bedroom, which is a really great size and has plenty of space for a king-size bed and even some additional furniture. It also has built-in wardrobes either side of the fireplace, giving you plenty of storage. And of course, you also get those beautiful views over Hyde Park. Now, there is also an annual subscription fee for things like cleaning and maintenance. This would be a perfect guest room or maybe even an office if you wanted to work from home. But once the fees were paid, the residents were free to stay in the hall as long as they liked. It also has this incredible mosaic work on the walls and floor, as well as these beautiful stained glass windows. As time went on, though, people started buying out their contracts to rent other properties and therefore making it less viable financially for the hall to remain affordable for students. So in the 1980s, all the rooms were put up for sale, breaking up the hall into private ownership. Welcome to the most expensive flat ever listed on the open market in the UK. So now let's go and see what's on the market. You then have this really grand hallway with incredible detail work throughout, including these beautiful columns holding up the ceiling above. Now, to get into the apartment itself, you'll notice that each door has these metal grills, which is something you quite often find in old apartment blocks like this. It's to prevent any sort of fire spreading from room to room. Originally, residents paid an entrance fee to move in, which would then allow them to stay for as long as they liked. And if you've watched my videos before, you might recognize this from the recent US Embassy tour. So as you come into the property, you have this beautiful stained glass window which really sets the tone for the rest of the property. As we walk through, you can see how quiet and peaceful it is. So we're going to come into the kitchen now, which has been recently refitted with a modern kitchen. From the kitchen, we're then going to head through to the living room, which is a great size and has plenty of space for a seating area. The apartment also benefits from having its own private balcony, which has these incredible views looking out towards Hyde Park. Now next up, we're going to go and take a look at the bedrooms. We're then going to move to the second bedroom, which again is a really great size and has built-in wardrobes. Moving through, we have the family bathroom, which has a white 3-piece suite comprising a bath, WC and hand basin. Finally, we're going to take a look at the second bathroom, which has a similar style to the main bathroom. So if we now take a look at the reception room, this is where you would spend most of your time. From the reception room, we're then going to go into the dining room, which is a really good size and has space for a large dining table and chairs. Finally, we're going to take a look at the apartment's own private balcony, which has these incredible views over Hyde Park. So I hope you enjoyed this tour, and I'll now hand you over to the sales agent to talk about the property a little bit more. Thank you for watching this video. We'll see you next time. So this apartment is for sale with Foxtons, and they've given me a bit more information about it. So I thought I would share it with you. This stunning 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom apartment is located in the heart of close to Hyde Park and the shops on the King's Road. Alright, so enough from me. Let's get into the important part. How much is it?